Will anybody choose to risk it all for a potentially huge reward? It is time to find out as we kick off the Blast Bounty Draft Show.
We've got the first pick here, and the question, Madra, is who's it going to be?
Everybody know I have half French, and I'm half French and also Turkish in my blood. And also this team, we already beat 2-0 this year. So my pick gonna be Mongols.
Oh, take this out here. Take this out. Masterful bait going on there. What went into this decision? Why the Mongols?
It's a team decision. We like them style, a little like us. So it's gonna be a spicy match. And
you're the first choice here. You've been claimed right off the bat. Do you think he's making a mistake?
He said we are a B-tier team.
No.
You gonna show him he's wrong about that?
Absolutely.
It's time, Finn, for your pick.
We pick Spirit.
Spirit. Okay, coming into this, why Spirit?
If we took a look at those three teams left, Vitality, Malta, and Spirit, they all are great. But we just, we want to try to play Spirit.
You're coming right off of a trophy here, Chopper. He's picking into you. What's up with that?
It's a good pick from them. I know why they do this. Let's see what happens again.
Rugga, everyone's been very democratic so far. Do you rule with an iron fist? Did you make the decision yourself? Want to win into the process?
Nah, we talked it through as a team, like made our pros and cons to the specific matchups, and we also had a feeling about what teams might be left and who wouldn't be. So,
who are you going to be picking?
We'll be picking Mouse.
How do you feel about that, Cyclone?
Shocking. I thought we were going to play Liquid. I think it makes sense. We play in not so long VP at EWC, and I think maybe they want to have a chance against a different team. So
order, which means that our last matchup here, we've got a day between Liquid and Vitality. Shui, the choice has been made for you. How do you feel you match up against the boys in yellow?
Yeah, I mean, not big of a surprise. I think no matter what team we played, it was always going to be a tough game.
Are you feeling like you're going to break out that scepter and extend the reign?
We will see. We are not thinking about that. Just tournament by tournament, to be honest. We want to prove Cologne was a mistake from us.
Our matchups are now set in stone, and what that sets for us is a few exciting days of Counter-Strike to come.
For one last time, it is time to see how our matchups will be stacking up moving on forward. The semifinals, they do indeed lay in wait.
It's time to begin this draft, and I have good news for all of you standing on stage. This is going to be a quick draft, because you could probably do the math. There's one decision to be made today. Donk, what was the thought process for Spirit? How did you come to this decision? Do you have a little team huddle after the game?
No.
They just give you the full choice?
Yes.
They said, Donk, you know what?
Yes.
Donk the dictator.
Yes. All correct.
Who is Team Spirit going to be playing?
So Team Spirit are choosing Mouse.
Okay. Why Mouse?
No comments.
No comment. I'm hearing a lot of that lately from Team Spirit. Zershin, you've got Spirit on the line. How do you feel about that matchup?
Feeling good. It's nice that Donk is ready to give us a chance to get revenge after Cologne, where they beat us.
Have you been thinking about that Cologne matchup ever since? Thinking about the day you'd get to get revenge on this guy?
Yeah, of course. My nightmares are filled with this guy's face picking me. They played their hearts out in the Cologne final and they beat us 3-0, so they deserve that win. But yeah, I've been hungry for revenge since.
How are we feeling about the Vitality matchup?
It's same building again every time. Yeah, we faced against so many times, and I always say that this time, yeah. I don't want to say anything about that. Yeah, let's see what's happened tomorrow.
No comments.
No, you're gonna do it to him again?
Fully. We respect them. What they did against Aurora, the comeback was absolutely insane, to be honest. So we know that they don't give up. So yeah, another banger between us.
Another banger set in store indeed. We've got our semi-final matchups. These are our draft picks.
Hello everyone and welcome to the Blast Bounty 2026 Season 1 Draft Show. My name is James Banks and I'll be joining my good friend Maui Snake across all of this as we start to unveil what can be happening here at the Bounty to start off the Counter-Strike season strong as we always do. But before we get into that, Maui, you know, I haven't seen you for at least a month now, right? It's been too long. How are you doing, man? What have you been up to?
You know, I was spending a lot of my time reeling after Vitality was able to establish an era in Budapest, but I did find a way to bring some holiday cheer to myself, my friends, my family, and I'm so excited to get this season started. I'm so excited for 2026. There's so much Counter-Strike where I'm just teeming with excitement.
That's what it's about, right? Getting all that excitement out of us and starting to feel the energy that we brought into the event, starting off with things here at the Bounty. And I think for me right now, right, when I look at just the Bounty as it's been evolving as a format, we've been able to see at least some excitement coming out of it. We've at least seen some more, I guess, spirit domination throughout bounties. Maybe they want to try and continue that with their new fielded roster. And we do get to see some of the teams display these new rosters and new players for the first time ever as well. That does add that extra bit of spice to the whole event.
I feel like Blast has been so fortunate over the years to come in hot right after a season break where all the roster moves are afoot and we finally get to see these new 5-man lineups unveiled. I'm sure we're going to be getting into so many of them. So it's going to be cool to see if the retoolings are actually going to be beneficial to them or if they're going to take a step back.
Well, in terms of having a look at what could be beneficial, these teams and everyone at home as well need to understand the benefits and maybe some of the negatives of the format and how they can work it all out. So take a look at this explainer.
Welcome to the Bounty, a new, bold Counter-Strike format where every round raises the stakes. Here's how it works. The prize pool isn't just split at the end, it's distributed as bounties. Each team starts with a bounty based on their seed. Lower seeds begin with 0, but can still strike it big by hunting bounties from higher ranked teams. Win a match and you secure 50% of your opponent's bounty as a guaranteed payout. The other 50%, it carries forward, growing the stakes for the next round. After each round, the lower seeded teams pick their opponents from the higher seeded pool. This happens during the live draft shows, taking place before the tournament first begins and after each round of play. Bounty hunters can choose from the most wanted teams, deciding if they want to choose their opponent based on strategy, past history, or simply going for the biggest prize available. This is Counter-Strike like never before. Are you ready to go bounty hunting?
And I'm sure our teams are ready to go bounty hunting, but you also do need to be cautious with all of this when it comes to it, Mario, right? Unless you maybe feel like you've got a significant advantage over one of the teams with the big bounty on them, you need to be at least careful with what you're doing and your decision making with it.
Of course, and I feel like we usually, with the picks, get to see who the other teams assess to be the strong teams, the weak teams, because even though there are sometimes some mini little rivalries, I'd say more often than not, a lot of these teams are just picking the team that they think they have the best chance to defeat.
Yeah, and that's what they have to try and work out here. You know, maybe this time around we'll get to see if it can be some of the recent roster moves that people think are weaker now or might give them an advantage in it as well. Do you think it's maybe as clear cut as it has been in previous seasons? Because I feel like with some of these roster moves we've seen, it's kind of out from left field. You know, there's some teams which are maybe unexpected and maybe some teams that are probably failing downwards, at least at the beginning, compared to where their VRS ranking shows them.
I mean, I feel like some of these teams were just forced to make changes. I feel like, especially when you're looking at the bounty hunters, a lot of those rosters are more so just getting their best players plucked. And so what they may say on social media is a change that's supposed to improve their team. We do know that sometimes it's just that the big dogs come in, they drop a load of cash at their feet and say, we want your guy. And if you don't give it to us, well, you're missing out on a huge opportunity for yourselves. So we'll see, because I feel like there might be some diamonds in the rough. We have seen in the past a couple teams just take the fight towards some of the best rosters in the world. I feel like, you know, dogs like Navi in the past have been selected just because people sense weakness. But then when it really push comes to shove, you see that a lot of those guys, they're tier 1 for a reason.
Yeah, exactly right. They'll be able to hold on to their spot. They know how to deal with those kind of situations. I want to look at some of the bounty hunters in a bit more detail. I'm going to start with a bit of North American flair for you here, Maui. M80 and their recent changes and where they've been with it all. Like, I feel Hex was a good addition and this was a positive move, but is this a case where JBA, Jaber, however you want to say it, comes in and they said, okay, he's a must-have. We must be able to capitalize on the opportunity to get him. Sorry, Hex, goodbye.
If you want to have a majority American team right now, it would be foolish in my eyes to not get JBA. So M80 recognize that. They're a team that's trying to become a North American powerhouse. Even though they've obviously lost Malbs in years prior to this, they've made a statement to everybody that they're not trying to be a farm organization. They're trying to be the team that brings up the tier 2, tier 3 talent and establish themselves. So I'm really excited about M80. I too thought that Hex did a great job in his first season with them, but JBA to me is undeniable in terms of his late round prowess.
And looking at that, would you say it is a upgrade that might take some time to get going, or do you think it can be something where they can just make improvements straight away and you'll see that in the results?
I'm going to be frank. I feel like Hex brought a lot in terms of the communication for that team. He was extremely vocal, as we've seen in studios at Blast events in the past, especially remembering what he was doing with EG, where he was trash talking practically everybody, win or lose. And so that kind of fire is not something that JBA is necessarily going to be bringing. But in terms of how solid of a player JBA is, I would say if you're unfamiliar with his game, maybe a little bit more like NAF, where it's just somebody that's going to be slow, steady, not always necessarily bring the vibes, but be a guy that you can rely on when it's a high pressure moment.
Well, from looking at M80, we need to look at OG because Cadian has found himself back on a team. A lot of change has come in for this team, and this is a huge opportunity for them to show themselves and get an opportunity to do some damage and potentially get some important points from him as well, despite it starting off online. This is Cadian's first real test with this lineup.
This is going to take me a while to get used to. The fact that Cadian is in OG colors. They've changed their colors as well. On top of that, they brought in Flamus, which was a player that was definitely hard done by his time on Virtus Pro. So to see Cadian and Flamus, I just feel like this gives OG identity. A few people that I was talking to that were really hovering around the tier 2 space a little bit more often, say some of the analysts and casters that are covering a lot of those kinds of events, they were really pleasantly surprised with how OG was coming along. But I just think that OG, it was difficult for me to get excited about that team, even if there's this incremental progress, because now I got some name brand value where I'm going to just tune in because I want to see, is Cadian going to right the wrongs, which he smote for himself when he was on Astralis, when he was on Liquid, and maybe recapture some of that heroic magic.
He's got a real big point to prove, I think, with that. But from looking at some of our bounty hunters, let's take a look at some of the most wanted teams as well. And let's start with Furia. A bit of disappointment at the major. I think that's fair to say, considering they came in as one of the favorites. They didn't show up in the same way they were expected to, but this is still one of the most deadly teams we have right now, of being able to put out good performances and be so consistent and make it work with this team.
The questions for Furia begin once we see them playing deep into a tournament to see if they can recapture some of the magic that obviously the second season of 25 held for them. If they just continue to tumble and start picking up some uncharacteristic losses, then maybe what we saw in that season was a bit more of a flash in the pan. But I would put my money on the idea that they're going to continue with that high level of form, that they're going to prove themselves to be a top 5 team in the world once again.
And in terms of proving yourself as one of the best teams in the world right now, that is what Spirit's trying to do with their rebuild. We got to talk about them because Chopper's gone. We get to see Magic's come back in, Zontix as well. Zwei, he did his best at the major, but it wasn't meant to be. We did have this idea. We did kind of have this information that Zontix would be coming back. But like, this is a big change, but I think we can't underestimate the mood boost you're going to have from Magix if he just follows out Hallie's plan and then everyone else is happier in the server.
I'm not gonna lie, this roster gives me chills. This is the kind of team that I just can't help but smile when I see it, because you have an incredibly young core now. Tanir being the oldest player on the team, maybe not in terms of experience, but just age.
Yeah.
And so Magic's taking up this new mantle as a captain, as a leader. I mean, I know that he can be a jovial guy. I know that he can actually brighten the mood. And I just think that's something that so desperately Spirit needed, because this is a team that always, when they were down, they look completely out. And that's something that I think Magic's is going to be able to call a timeout, maybe work with Holly, who's going to bring some of the tactics, but then he's going to bring some of the energy. And I feel like that's something that Spirit just really needed. So they've got, for my money, again, best player in the world in Donk, and now they have some great supportive pieces that could probably fill the gaps a little bit better than what Zwei was unable to accomplish.
Now, we're almost at the time to start with our first picks, but I just want to quickly pick your brain a little bit, Maui, about the BetBoom team in front of us who are getting to make their first pick overall. What are we making of this team right now and where they're at in kind of the development?
It's tough to say. I mean, they just replaced their coach, and I look at the pieces on paper and the moves they made in the second season of last year, where they benched Axile, they benched Zorte, who were names that, for people that are following Eastern European Counter-Strike, almost felt household. I mean, Zorte was on so many of those Forza rosters, really just a strong, solid opper, not a world beater, and Axile, a guy that lost his form so drastically, and to bring in Dilladez, to bring in Art Frost, I'm glad to see that Art Frost is getting a chance. I felt like he was a little bit hard done on Spirit just because, well, you obviously need to pick up Shiro if the opportunity arises. But then Dilladez to me just seems kind of like a glue guy. I don't really see him being a star player or anything like that. So I'm curious if Boomich is able to maybe show me a little bit of that championship captain ability that can maybe propel him and BetBoom to pick up some upset wins here at the Bounty.
Well, let's bring Magnajez from BetBoom in to start us off here with the live draft. Magnajez, how are you doing, man?
Hello, guys. I'm fine, thank you.
I want to first start by just asking. Yeah, man. Amazing chair, amazing chair.
Thank you.
I want to first ask you just how quickly have you guys come back to practice? How has this grind been ahead of just the upcoming events for you guys?
We started from LAN in Kazakhstan at 2 January. There is like no preparation because Boomich have health issues, and Exile just come in and helped us. Yeah, it's good to us that we started the season with the win. So yeah.
What do you think you and BetBoom are going to be able to do in this season that you were unable to do in the previous?
I think we are trying to become more structured or something like that, like become a better team as a unit. And we are doing a lot of work towards it. I think that's the thing that we are trying to be better.
Do you think that Dilladez and Art Frost are really comfortable now on the roster, or do you think that they still have some aspects of their team that, or just their old style of play that are clashing with how you guys want to play CS?
I think we're just right now we're trying to find our best game. Like we are having a lot of conversation with each other, how we want to play, how we see the game, to understand each other better and be more as a team. So I think we're trying to find our best, and yeah, that's it.
Nice. Well, Magnajez, you are the first team to go. So just tell us, who are you picking? Where are we going with this to start off the Blast Bounty Season 1 for 2026?
BetBoom team picking Team Pain.
Ooh. Team Pain. Okay.
Yeah.
Can you give us some information on what was the decision making behind it, why you guys decided on Pain with this one?
We just decided together because we have good match slot, like time. I mean, because it's late game and we have more time for preparation as well. Good time, like 4 p.m. Good for us. We don't really like early games, and yeah, as well good veto, and we decided just pick them. Yeah.
Very nice. Well, Magnajez, thank you very much for joining us. Best of luck going forward. We'll see you soon, and good luck in the tournament, man.
You too, guys. Thank you. Bye.
Thanks.
Maui, on top of the really cool chair, you know, I might need to get that for myself, but on, you can see me rocking that, right? That would be fitting for me.
It would be perfect on your stream.
See, there you go.
Yeah. I mean, in general, right? Though, this move, cool. I mean, we didn't really get to acknowledge Pain in their roster moves because they are one of the most wanted teams, but team that's made a lot of changes. I mean, they went away from the South American lineup and just went full Brazilian again. They said, we're just going to get guys that speak in their native tongue. I'm not going to try to have to work through guys who maybe have a decent proficiency. And I'm not going to go out and say that VSM and Pyria are necessarily upgrades on paper to David Deus and DG. But I feel like the communication and it almost felt like the more Pain played together last year, the worse they got, which is kind of the opposite of what you want. And I feel like now Big Azera is going to be able to center him in the team a lot better. But it's a good pick from BetBoom. This was a team that was pretty high on my rankings for one that I think rosters should be targeting because they have a lot to learn really quickly, this Pain team.
Yeah, especially with the 2 new players they're bringing in, right? It's going to be a tough lesson if they can't get it going early. But Pain do always surprise at the bounty in some ways. So we'll wait and see how it goes. But let's get in our next pick coming in. It's going to be Fnatic and it's Independent, the coach joining us. Independent, Happy New Year, man. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, thank you.
I got to ask this straight away. You obviously come into this season. It was just announced today, right? BlameF's gone. Madden is now coming into the team. Like, how much, if any, practice have you been able to have with him, and how is it looking so far for you guys?
Well, it's been looking great. It's been looking very good, and we've had practice throughout the week, and I'm feeling confident.
Nice.
What would you say Modern is bringing in terms of voice? Because obviously BlameF been in IGL before, obviously probably could contribute in a lot of ways, but everyone has said that Modern's such a great teammate. I feel like I've heard Snappy say that so many times over the last 2 years, even when he wasn't playing with Modern. So what is Modern bringing from day one?
I think a lot of natural aggressiveness, and he's a very great glue guy, if that makes sense, between all the pieces we have, you know, and he scales when it's necessary to scale. And he plays passive when it's necessary to play passive, you know, and we are a very, very, how to say, fiery team, you know. Our Ukrainians are very fiery and very emotional, you know, in the game, and then on the opposite side is very calm, you know. I think that's a very great balance. So yeah, from the get-go, I think he's a very great guy and aggressive guy, and I feel like people are underestimating him.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I can agree with that. Well, Independent, I want to start getting your thoughts on just where you're going to go with this pick, how you kind of came to this decision. Was it you and Fear sitting down and understanding which team might be better for you to go against here?
We didn't really overthink this one. Yeah, for sure, I spoke to my captain and it was quite clear which way we want to go.
All right, go on, tell us then. Which team is Fnatic going to pick as the second team to choose here in the draft?
We're gonna pick Astralis.
Oh, yeah, okay. I like that. You just want to explain to me why Astralis? I'm gonna guess just because obviously they made these changes.
Not only that, to be honest, but I need to give them an early test. Need to give an early test for the new roster.
Okay, all right. I mean, what do you? Any of their players that you're familiar with? I mean, the new guys. I mean, obviously Fozy was playing a lot in the tier 2 space. Have you guys faced against him lately? You're not worried about what he can bring?
Oh, for sure, Fozy is a great player. Ryu as well. Faced Ryu throughout multi times. Fozy in 9 especially, and we faced 9 last year plenty of times, and I think they are great additions. I think they have a bright future ahead. I like when organizations and teams take risks, you know. Astralis, like, this is the first international roster, might take some time for them, like for any other team going international, right? But they have experience behind them, like Huxley's been playing in the national team there as well before. So yeah, it's going to be a great matchup. Exciting.
I'm excited to see it as well. Well, Independent, thank you so much for joining us. Best of luck with continuing on with the practice and getting Madden into the team, and we'll see you later on in the tournament.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, well, this one I like. It's a big bounty considering where Astralis as their core was ranked within the VRS. This is a great opportunity for Fnatic, and obviously it's a big change for Astralis. I know the Danes can speak English fluently, right? But adding in these two players completely not within understanding of the system, mixed experience as well. This is a good one.
It's going to be really interesting to see how this pans out. I mean, I know Independent was saying that those guys have a bright future. Hopefully for Fnatic's sake, it's not against them. But everybody that I've heard talk about Fozy for the last 6 months has been really just raving about how great he's been. So I'm thinking that this might be a little bit tougher for Fnatic than they might first think. But you're right. I mean, I think the bounty on Astralis' head right now is a great reason to pick them, just like it was a great reason to pick Pain, because they're not in that lowest tier. So there's a little bit more to gain.
Yeah, and obviously with Astralis deciding to go international at the same time, right? Move away and grabbing some players, switch to English speaking. It may be something that Hooksy can do to a high level and he's been able to do before. But what do you make of these pickups from like just an outside perspective before we've seen them play? Can this be something that improves them, or is it going to take some time?
I mean, I'm not going to lie. I did not have Ryu on my radar as a guy that anybody was really looking at. I'm kind of shocked that one came into play. Also, I'm quite sure that this is Yabby's first time playing with an international speaking roster. I mean, just kind of taking a quick glance at his teams, I don't think that, I mean, obviously Copenhagen Flames, Heroic, and Astralis have never spoken English, so it would have had to be even earlier in his career. But that being said, most Danish people can speak English at a very high level.
Oh, they definitely can. Well, looking at where we're going next, right? And obviously the benefits of being able to pick so early, maybe some changes have to be made. And that's what can happen here throughout the draft. But we're going to start moving towards M80. And we've got Sin standing by for us here. Hello, Sin. Happy New Year, dude. How are you doing?
Hello, guys. Happy New Year to you too. I'm doing great. Fabulous.
You look like you're chilling, man. I don't know. This setup looks pretty cool. Where are you?
Yeah,
I can see a burger.
It's Las Vegas, guys.
Oh,
it's Las Vegas, Sin City.
Oh, for the Flom event. For the Flom event, right? Yeah.
Yes, sir. The Flom
That one's
event.
starting really soon. Wait, when's your match? How soon is your match?
Later, like 8 p.m. Like 10 a.m. right now, so 8 more hours, 9 more hours.
Okay, sure. Okay. Make sure
Plenty
you get
of
some
time
rest,
with this, though. All right, so I want to just get some information from your side, Sin, on how the new recruit is fitting in, how you're feeling with obviously getting a new player into the team to start off the season. Just talk to me about all of that.
Of course, we got the guy in, JBA, I think one of the biggest prospects of the recent years in the nation. And yeah, we only played one frag tournament before, so that was last weekend. We didn't really have too much practice. Didn't really get the result we wanted, but it is what it is. And we're right here at the next LAN, right? So, and people say, and I also think the way official is the best practice. So we hope to get some good reps in. And yeah, I'm just happy to play with JBA. He's one of the greatest like mechanical players I've seen or played with, and sure, it's just great.
I'm a huge JBA fan, so I'm really happy that you guys were able to get him onto a roster, because that guy sitting on a bench or not playing is just a disservice to American Counter-Strike. I want to know, though, you know, Hex brought a lot in terms of, I mean, we know that he's a big voice. What do you think in terms of JBA? Because, you know, I've chatted with him in there here and there, but is he as big of a voice in the server as someone like Hex?
I think with Josh, he's definitely the kind of more quiet person to start with, but I think he will open up once he gets like confident, he gets to know people. So I think we can definitely poke something out of him, especially considering also we didn't just like slot him into he's on his own spots, like in the anchor spots. Like we tried to mix it up a bit, because we, as I said, we see a lot of potential in him. Yeah, as you said about Jaden, like I think he had a good season with us, but it's just in favor of the talent of JBA. And I think we can poke like both skill-wise, and I think also like with his voice, I think he can give us a lot of help.
Very nice. Well, Sin, you get to do the choosing now. So just give me some thoughts on how you came to this decision, what the process looked like for you and the team, of why you went with this and what you're going to be doing.
Yeah, so we got the Gentlemates. I think it was also like we had to see what kind of schedule would allow us like to pick which team. since we couldn't play on the first day of Blast, since we're still in America, right? So that played a factor. I think also Gentlemates, they played only shortly before Christmas, so they haven't played in the new year yet. So we just like hope to, with our practice experience, like in real official games, that we can come out hot and yeah, like start off strong. I think they're definitely a good team, like every other team in this tournament. But I think this is a good choice for us, and yeah, just looking forward to start like the Tier 1 season.
Sweet, cool pick. All right. I mean, I feel like when you look at Gentlemates, I mean, they didn't actually get through that Roman Imperium Cup, and they lost to NIP in the semifinals there. I feel like if you're M80, you should be probably seeing yourself as good as a team like NIP. So I feel like in that kind of proving, do you factor those kinds of things in, like the teams that they're losing to at recent events?
I would say, I was looking at the like matches, but I won't overvalue them because it's also been like a long season for them, right? So it was like shortly before Christmas, so I'm not like overvaluing some matches. But I think just Gentlemates are a good team. I think they had good highs, especially last year, and I kind of like writ them off before the start of the year. So I was just surprised by them that they had such a good year, and obviously they had some like the Vitality win I have in my mind, for example. So I think they could shake up some things, but I think same with us. Like we had some, it's like all about consistency, right? And I think it's just a good pick for us. They're not the most consistent team, and yeah, just like hoping to have a great day versus them, especially considering it will be like the day after, like when we get to Europe. So we just got to start strong, and I think we can definitely beat them 100%.
Well, looking forward to seeing the match, but before that, we'll get to check you out at Flom. So hopefully all things go well for you on the event you're taking part in now, mate. Best of luck, and we'll see you in a few days.
I appreciate you guys. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much, man.
Good luck.
All right, so this is a pick I can understand, right? Because Gentlemates, kind of fiery, kind of like can be an explosive team, but it's not so much of a scary team considering they do have that bounty on their heads.
I feel like they're a team that also should be picked pretty early in this sort of format, because even though they've got a couple household names or guys that made a name for themselves on that Movistar core, where obviously, you know, Mopaz, Alex, those guys they really kind of stole the show at one point, but that was a few years ago. I mean, I feel like the results have been wavering for those guys since then. So even though, you know, Alex had a stint with NIP, Mopaz and a few of these guys have been kind of going around to different continents actually to play. There's a little bit to get excited about in people like Martinez, but I'm thinking that M80, this is one of the first ones where I think the Bounty Hunter should be the favorites against the Most Wanted team.
Okay. All right, I like what you're saying there. Well, we've got to keep things moving. And next, we're going to bring in JT from Passion UA. JT, Happy New Year, dude. How are all things going for you and the team right now?
Thank you. Happy New Year to you too. Everything's going pretty good. We started Praca already a while back now, so just going through the motions.
Where are you guys practicing from?
We're just doing like an online boot camp, but we have two of the guys, like the two Americans over in Serbia. The rest of us are just practicing online.
Okay, cool. Well, I mean, you guys haven't really changed all too much, but I think the main story for you guys is the fact you were so close to making it to the playoffs of the major. I mean, did some of those losses there in stage 3 really just, I mean, surely they're learning experiences for you, right?
Yeah, I think for me, I really felt like we could have won the FaZe game. I know they made it all the way to the final, but the game that we played against FaZe, we were just like a lot of the rounds we should have won. I know.
Yeah.
We got 2 ninja diffusers in the game, but if you look at the other rounds, like we were playing really well, and we just basically just choked it, you know. I think like we were really nervous in that game, which kind of just like ruined it for us. And we were in a really good form at that point, so I think like losing that FaZe game was pretty disappointing for us.
Does it change your expectations for like what this year can be like for you guys as a team with the 5 players you have? Like, do you see that there's more potential compared to how your year was in 2025?
Yes, 100%. If I look at the whole of 2025, like a lot of things, like we're all over the place for us. We had we had 3 different rookies in 2025. So like integrating that was something in itself. And then in complexity, there was moments where we didn't have a coach and stuff like that, and struggling just with having no coach and like no staff behind me, which was really hard for me. But I think like towards the end of the year, we put everything together and everything's going really well. Especially here in Passion with TC and Moonster, our assistant coach, and also Quem joining the team. It's been going really well.
Positive signs that hopefully can continue for 2026. But let's start to get into where you're going with this. Give it to us, JT. How did you come to this decision? Who are you picking? What are we going to get here from Passion?
All right, we're going to pick Game Legion.
Okay.
Honestly, there was a moment where I wanted to pick another team that's much higher ranked, but we had a discussion with the team and we had a vote, and we're going to pick the Game Legion.
wait, who was that other team? You can't spoil. You got to tease us who it could be.
Yeah. What,
you
can't
don't
tease
have
us
to worry
like
about it. You don't have to worry about it.
No way. No way.
I'm not going to leave.
I can't believe we're being done like this.
But okay, so what I'm understanding is you wanted this high-ranked team, but the team decided no. So your confidence is like really here.
Does it rhyme with Niquid?
Don't worry about who it was, but yes, I wanted to pick a high-ranked team, but we picked Game Legion, so I'm hoping it goes well. I think honestly, like obviously they're a new team, new IGL right now, so they're not like in the perfect spot. Like this is going to be one of their first big tournament with the new IGL. I think they didn't play their best at Philadelphia, even though they had a stand-in. So
yeah,
I think it makes sense to pick them at this moment.
Awesome. Well, thank you for the insight and giving us a bit of a teaser. I'm going to try and find that information out from you somehow, JT. We'll wait and see. Maybe it'll be on the next draft show. But I'll let you go, and good luck with all the practice and everything you guys are working on. We'll see you in the studio. Well, we'll see you online, then hopefully into the studio.
All right. Thank you, guys. Bye.
Man, I want to know. I really want to know. Like, he wanted a team and no one else agreed with him. Like, he needs to pull some, I don't know, rank card and say, hey guys, no, I'm doing it. I'm choosing this. He was the one talking. He could have just decided.
I mean, I'm curious. That's why I was trying to bait out the Liquid bit out of him. I just feel like they're of a higher ranked team. They look really vulnerable to me. But maybe if Passion go pretty deep at this event, they'll reveal what they were actually holding on to there.
Yeah, let's see. Maybe they'll get the chance. Like, they'll go for this next pick if they win this first game, and they'll be like, actually, now we're getting the team we were going to have. That's what I'd like to see come out there.
Yes.
Yeah, then they can have him on the second run and prove it.
I mean, I'm also just pretty hopeful for Passion UA, though, in general. I think that this is a great pick for them. I mean, Gamer Legion themselves just seem to be in a moment of transition, whereas Passion UA, they kind of had that moment for themselves in the middle of last year, switching organization, getting a coach again. There were a lot of adverse effects that were against them. So for them, they probably feel like they're the stable roster at this point, as opposed to Gamer Legion, who is just... I mean, I feel like they're probably going to have to rediscover their identity.
Oh, for sure. Well, let's start looking on to Hotu now. And we've got Norbert. We're always happy to see you with this. They've already been playing some events this year. Norbert, good to see you, bro. How are you doing?
Hello,
Happy
guys.
New Year.
I'm good. Thank you. Happy New Year for you as well.
The beard's looking good on you, man. You're looking nice. I like this look. I like this.
Thank you.
We should keep this going for you. Now, just tell me a little bit about how you're feeling right now, because the end of 2025, you're able to win the 1xBet Frag Season 16. You also took part in Meta Cup Season 3. You took second there to start off this year. Where are you at with the team right now? How comfortable are you guys? Are you satisfied? Are you not?
I would say I'm not satisfied because we lost the chance to play on IM Krakow. And it kind of sad for me, because it was a big opportunity for us to join Tier 1 scene. So I would say it's kind of unlucky for us, but we're moving forward, and we're here to play Blast Online.
How would you characterize how Hotu's been going as a team? Because I mean, you guys had had a really nice run actually at the beginning of ESL Pro League last year, but then I feel like we see the results in that you've won a few lower tier sort of events, some qualifiers, but just in general, I mean, what do you think even spurred you guys to be so good at ESL Pro League? Like who should we be looking out for?
Like I would say, we're feeling comfortable in Tier 2, like against Tier 2 teams. But when we're playing against teams like Spirit, Vitality, and others, big teams, we're struggling because we're an experienced team against like juggernauts, you know, Spirit, Vitality. It's kind of hard to play against them. Even like for me, it's kind of hard because I'm a lone experienced player in the team, so I can't play 1v5. So I think we have time to focus. We have time to focus on it to fix our, you know, I would say experience, and we'll see on Blast like what we're capable of.
Norbert, I just want to say you can't play 1v5. You're a major champion. Not many people have that to their name. I believe in your 1v5 the whole time, bro. The whole time. Okay. But I need to understand what you're going to do for this pick here on the live draft. So where are you going? How has your decision been made? Did you just say, hey, I'm most experienced, I'm choosing, or did you have to sit down with everyone else?
How to pick Aurora.
Oh, that's a big one as well. Okay. You're cooking. Yeah. How did this come together?
Like, you know, it's more about VRS. Like, imagine we win them. They're number 9, if I'm not wrong, in Valve rating. And if I'm not wrong, we got offered like 60k if we win them.
Yeah, half of that, it comes to you. So that's,
Yes. So, and they're kind of comfortable for us to play.
I like that. You say comfortable as well. That's confident, Norbert. That's hugely confident. You just taken your big balls and flopped it on the table and said, okay, I'm taking this whole thing, man.
Yeah,
God damn.
Exactly.
What do you think about their roster moves?
Actually, I don't know what who they replaced because I was completely off from the news about roster changes, and I don't know who they bench.
So you, I mean, you just think that you're going to be strong against them regardless. I love it. I love the confidence. Doesn't even matter.
Yeah, we don't care who they pick and who they kick.
This is perfect. Norbert, you've given us the best pick so far. Most confidence. You're so chill with it as well. So go off and enjoy the rest of your evening, man. We'll see you online for the tournament in a few days. Thank you very much for joining us, bro.
Thank you, guys. Yeah.
Dude, I love that. That's shocking. Absolutely wild.
Yeah.
And you know what? This is a kind of team though, where I can see Aurora lose to it out of frustration, or like it's online as well. You know, something could definitely go wrong here for the side of Aurora against a team like Hotu.
And we also don't even know how their roster move is going to work out. I felt like Jota was a great piece for them last season, or last year, in fact. So for Soulfly to come in, I've heard some nice things about this guy, but he hasn't been tested with the expectations that Aurora have on their back. That's the main thing for me. I mean, he seems to be good, but I'm also just worried. I mean, because I just feel like the side of Aurora, they're a little bit easy to read, and maybe that's what Norbert likes. He doesn't care as long as it's Magic calling. Maybe he sees a way.
Well, with Soulfly, right? I want to ask you here is he was a player we were talking about maybe 2 years ago, as you know, like a potential good player. But it feels like they come onto it a bit late. Am I losing my mind here, or are you in the same mindset?
I haven't seen as much for him on the Fireflux lineup. However, yeah, I will say I think
it's like
on
Sangal time, right?
There was a little bit more attention on him, but I mean, he's still young. He's still 21 years old. So I mean, I feel like there's a lot to gain when you're that age. Like even if you were playing CS competitively 3 years ago, you were a teenager then. So you know everything should be coming together for him now.
All right, well, let's bring in our next team, and it's going to be Exist from the Ninjas in Pajamas. Exist, good to see you, man. Happy New Year to you and the family. How is life right now?
I mean, life is great. Thank you.
That is great to hear. And looking at NIP right now, obviously, you guys ended up winning the Roman Imperium Cup to end out 2025. It's a positive, right? And obviously important for points for you guys at the same time. How would you describe just the year you went through in 2025 with NIP and your feeling for 2026?
I mean, I think 2025 was probably the most stressful year of my career. with the VRS. You know, we started basically at nothing, grinded ourselves back into, I think we're top 80 now, right now. So, I mean, it was a stressful year, but I think the future is bright now. Obviously, we have higher hopes for 2026. We kind of want to take the next step, and that basically means going deep into Tier 1 tournaments.
I'm not gonna touch any of the rumors or anything like that. I just want to. I got one question for you, because I've had my eye on Wrinkle for a long time. How do we get the best out of Wrinkle in 2026?
I mean, I think the key is just get him comfortable on the server again. Let him do his plays, right? I think also getting some more energy in the team can also activate him a little bit more. I think the start to 2025 was really good for him, but then I think also as a team we kind of slumped at the start of the second part of the season, right after the summer. But yeah, I mean, everyone believes in Wrinkle, and we have high hopes for him, of course.
Yeah, we want to see that come through in 2026. We've been able to see what he can do. Very exciting player. But are you going to give us some excitement with this pick, Exist? Where have you gone with it? Was it you and Snappy who cooked this up together? Was the rest of the team involved? Talk me through it, mate.
Yeah, I mean, of course, me and Snappy discussed it, also assistant coach and basically everyone, right? I think it's quite exciting. I mean, we're going to pick Team Liquid.
Nice.
For a couple of reasons. I mean, they have a lot of bounty that we can collect, and they also have a pretty decent VRS rank, right? And we also feel very comfortable playing against them. So yeah, Team Liquid.
What do you notice in Liquid's game that, and maybe you don't want to give them too many tips or anything like that, but what do you think could use improvement in Liquid?
I mean, it's, of course, I don't want to spill any beans here on the stream, right? But I don't know. They have some good individuals, right? But yeah, it just seems like, I mean, throughout at least the first part of the season, they just lacked some like team play and stuff like this. But of course, they got slightly better throughout time, same as us, right? But no, but I think they're a good team. But I think we match up pretty good against them. And as I said, they have a good bounty, good VRS. So yeah, it's going to be a quite fun game, I think.
Well, we're looking forward to seeing it. Exist. Thank you very much for joining us, dude. Good luck with the practice ahead of the tournament, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.
This is one that makes sense to me, Mario, right? This is one where, yeah, this is a great opportunity for a team like NIP to jump up.
In terms of the value of the pick, excuse me, it's a team that I felt like would be picked pretty early on. Of course, they're higher up in the rankings than some of the rosters that we have left, but if people are factoring in the reward on Liquid, it's pretty juicy. And for a team that has struggled to find consistent form despite the fact that they have world-class individuals, it's a team that I think a lot of lower ranked rosters want to take a bite out of, to see, did they actually use that offseason to iron out some of their inefficiencies, or are they actually going to put it together? I feel like NIP have really struck gold with this pick.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. But let's keep our picks going. Let's see what other excitement will be thrown our way across the Blast Bounty live draft pick we have going on here. And we're going to bring in Brandon, the manager of NRG right now. Brandon, Happy New Year to you. Are you with the boys right now as they're preparing and getting ready for Flom?
I am not. To be honest with you, I actually have no idea what I'm doing. The boys are indisposed right now on travel, and I was a last-minute stand-in, so take a little easy on me. I've got a list to go from, so we'll just see how it plays out.
Well, that's fine. Let's just say.
Okay, I was just gonna say you're like the fantasy football auto drafter, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Well, let's make this nice and easy for you. You know, you can just give it to us, man. Give us the pick. Let's get this nice and smooth for you. What's NRG going with?
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and select Heroic, which I believe is still available to select.
Yes, that is still available.
Oh, yeah.
Heroic in there. That's a good choice. Did Dabs give you any reason on this? Was there any information told to you as why we should go for this if it's available?
You know, frankly, no. I'm going off this little note sheet here. I've got, like, you know, gentle maids in here, something about a coughing baby, and then heroic. So that's where we're going.
Okay, sure.
That's
Sure.
brilliant.
Excellent. Excellent.
This is good
Okay, are
notes.
they? I'll just ask you one simple question: are they going to win? Is NRG going to win the Blast Bounty?
I think they're feeling pretty confident. I mean, we've made a change pretty recently. The guys are playing well. I'm excited. Like, I'm still new to CS myself, but I've been getting caught up with everything. I know they're super confident, just trying to get as many reps as they can. So, I mean, I think the realistic answer is we are confident ourselves, going to give it a good shot, and we'll just see how these next few days go.
Awesome. Well, good luck to the team participating at Flom right now. Thank you very much for joining us, Brandon, and we'll see you hopefully later on in the events.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
See, whole team's busy. They're just throwing him into us. You know, we can't expect too much from it, but I'm happy he came on to join us with it. Heroic's a good pick, though, to still have available for him. That's fair enough. Oh, I see Maui's face lagging. Or am I lagging? I'm on my own. Okay, well, while we wait for Maui to come back into this, I'll just say on NRG's pick, I can agree with that. Like, I would go for Heroic right now as well if I'm them, of the choices that they had left. I hope everyone can see Maui. Look how Maui's freeze framed. Oh, we had the full, look at this. You just, look at this. He's thinking, he was midway going to talk on something. This is the beauty of online, right? Technical problems can always happen. North American internet is not known to be good across the board, that's for sure. We've still got quite a lot more picks to be going across here as well. We've got Eyeballers coming up next. I was actually talking to Eyeballers before this. They weren't even sure if they were going to be able to take part in this. Some teams obviously had to say no to attending. Inner Circle still got a pick. OG, 9, Ents, Virtus Pro, Monty, Sinners, and Ecstatic. So we're getting through the list. We're getting through the names as it all goes down. And hopefully I'll be joined by Maui afterwards as well. While I do this, you know, I can just go into Twitch chat at the same time now because Maui's left me to my own devices. And as we try to fix this, if there is a delay on Twitch chat production, is there a delay? Or can I interact with the chat? Is that possible? There's a tiny delay. Okay. Chat. Okay, there's a lot of Eyeballers fans in the chat right now. This is where we're going. Happy New Year, chat. Okay, tell me, how much are we excited right now for Eyeballers, and why is there so many people spamming the Eyeballers logo out here? I didn't expect this. This is crazy. Oh, wait, just as I tried to engage chat, we're trying to bring Maui back in. He should be alive. Hey,
we don't
welcome
need
back,
chat.
bro.
We don't need chat. We got I'm just kidding. If you love chat so much, James, you should just get them to be your co-host, man.
I was just trying to fill the gap. You left me. I didn't leave you. You left me.
Hey man. I just moved in. I just moved into this place yesterday. Okay, there's gonna be some technical errors. Okay, forgive me. My bad.
North American internet. That is well. Let's go over to some part of the world which has amazing internet and always has for a very long time. We're going over to Sweden with JW and Eyeballers. Hey JW, how you doing, man?
I'm good, man. Great to be back. How are you guys?
We are doing very well, thank you. Big Happy New Year to you, and I'm glad you said it right. It's great to be back. For you guys, how much does it mean to you to just have this opportunity to come back into this? Obviously, this is something you have been working towards for a long time with this team and the project.
Yeah, I mean, it feels great to be back in this circuit and get a chance again. I don't know for how long it's been that I've been trying, but feels like 2-3 years Dagestan, you know. Been gone for a while, but yeah, we're happy to be here now.
This is kind of a meta question and something I'm just curious about. With certain top elite players, I mean, you were the most elite opper at the beginning of CSGO. I mean, does the legacy conversation ever get into your mind about, I feel like, because sometimes you see the fall from grace for certain players, and it's great to see you having a bounce back now, but I feel like sometimes it changes the perception. But I feel like a lot of your fans have actually pretty devoutly followed you on this journey and Eyeballers' journey.
Yeah, I'm super happy that I have a lot of fans that continue to believe in me and obviously believe in the project that I'm building. Speaking about the legacy, I mean, obviously you think back sometimes, maybe maybe you should have quit while you were ahead or whatever. But I feel like we didn't handle things that good in Swedish CS scene overall. We recycled a lot of players, and I feel some kind of obligation that I need to revive the scene somehow. And I think my experience is very useful for all these young players. So I think, I don't care that much about the legacy, to be honest. I just feel I wanna go on, get back, and continue that legacy and see what's next for me. I don't really feel that I'm done as of yet.
Love it.
That's
Love that
really
answer.
good. Yeah,
Great
that's
answer.
good to hear, man. Well, JW, you can see the teams that are left for you to choose from here. So who is Eyeballers going for?
Yeah, I mean, I'm back and I want to be back with a bang. So I think I'm going to go with FaZe here.
Ooh. Okay. What made you decide on FaZe? That's a big name to pick out.
I mean, I've been out of the circuit for way too long. I felt like I wanted to do it with a bang, as I said. I also think they are an incredible team. I mean, I just feel very grateful to share the server with that legendary name once again. So yeah, whipping out the good old days, maybe a double knife or two, we'll see.
Oh wow, that's a great pick. I had a question about your team, but in fact, that's way more interesting. I mean, this is FaZe just came off the back of a major grand finals, and you would just want a piece of them. I mean, like, is this just for the views or what? Like, what's the deal with this? Like, they look hot right now.
I mean, as I said, I'm back with a bang, right? All jokes aside, I mean, I think they're a great team. I also want to give, like, I think it's a good opportunity, everything being online and all that now. I think it's a good opportunity to give my less experienced teammates a chance to play against a team like FaZe here and now, instead of, I mean, I don't think our journey ends here. I think we're going to have an opportunity to play them at perhaps a LAN later down the line. And I think it's good for them if they have already played them once online before they get the chance to play them on LAN. So, and also, of course, I believe I can beat them as well. So it's going to be a rivalry between Karrigan and GW on the IGLs now, right?
True.
I love it, man. A great pick, JW, and great to have you back with us. Thank you very much for joining us. Good luck with some practice before the tournament, and we'll see you in a few days, dude.
Thank you, guys. Take care.
Do you know what? Loki, this is a great pick because he's facing FaZe online, who are notoriously not the best team when it comes to these situations, Maui. Maybe he's cooking.
I did have trouble at the opening bounty of last year where they lost to Pain. Obviously, Pain went on to look like a better team. Maybe Eyeballers can do something similar. I'm really, I mean, in my own power ranking of teams to pick, given their bounty, FaZe was pretty low for me because they don't have the greatest bounty. They have an incredibly strong team. And so there's actually, if I'm thinking about implied odds, this is a very low expected value pick. Like, this is but I do love JW's reasoning. He wants to get a team that has a lot of vets, and maybe, you know what, he didn't say it himself, but maybe he thinks that FaZe, their run at Budapest was a bit of a fluke, and I wouldn't be opposed. I am just completely putting words in his mouth. But I just so
JW
we'll
did
see.
not say this. This is a Maui quote. Do not. Trying to make trouble. We only just started off the year, man. But that is Maui style in there.
I just hope JW makes trouble in the server. That's all.
Oh yeah, if we're getting some knives, we're getting some crazy players again, I'm going to be so happy. The entertainment will certainly be on. But let's keep going with some more of our picks here. And next, it's Onyx joining us from Inner Circle, who did just recently make a change. Yo, Onyx, how you doing, bro?
Hello. I'm good. And you guys?
Oh, very good. Thank you very much for asking. I appreciate that. Now, the first thing I want to ask you is, you obviously go through a lineup change coming into this year. It looks like, you're on boot camp right now?
Yeah, we are on boot camp right now. For a new roster, need to play a bit.
Yeah, and how much time have you been able to have on boot camp already this year with Captain Kirker? Like, how's it going?
To be honest, not that long, like 5 days only. But we will keep grinding even after Blast, so... Yeah.
Nice. That's very positive. And obviously, you lose Ken, a big name for your team. Did this come as a bit of a shock, a surprise to you guys?
I mean, not the biggest surprise, but I can say a lot and I can judge people, so just best of luck for him.
Okay, I respect the political answer with that. I get that. You're being smart with this, mate. And no problems there. All right, let's get into your picks. We need to find out where Inner Circle wants to go with this. You're getting a few teams out here to choose from. How did you guys decide? Did you come together as a full team and say, okay, we want this team?
Well, we was just thinking who we will pick, who like matching us so, and we decided to pick 3D Max.
Ooh. Why 3D Max?
Yes. I mean, first time was so nice, so I hope we have to do it twice.
Yeah, I mean, you guys took him down at ESL Pro League. I mean, that kind of started off your guys' campaign to 3-0 that first stage, and I feel like that little run right there put you guys on the map. So I mean, what do you find comfortable about the 3D Max matchup, if anything?
I can say like correctly what is comfortable, but like just when we're in the server, I mean, like it's not that hard to play versus them. Like we can read them and like we don't feel that like they're on full another level, so just comfortable to play.
Awesome. Well, thank you for all the information on it, and good luck for you guys on boot camp. We'll let you go and continue grinding away, man.
Thank you so much. Good luck, guys.
Thank you. Hey, this is a good pick. This is a really good pick for them.
For sure. I mean, it's a team that they've already faced off against, one that they've already taken down. I feel like 3D Max themselves are a team with a very defined style, that they like their set pieces. And if you know what they're going to be running, then you will probably have a counter waiting for them. So I feel like this is kind of I don't want to get too heavy into the death segment right now, but it's kind of, if they have a good CT side Inner Circle, then I think they're going to be just fine in this matchup.
Okay. Well, let's keep moving. Let's keep these picks on coming. Next, we're going to OG, and we've got Coach Lambert joining us for this one. Hello, Lambert. Happy New Year, bro. How you doing?
Hello, boss. Happy New Year too. How are you? Good, and you?
I'm doing very good. Thank you. Yep, we're seeing these picks go down. Just talk to me. How are the vibes right now with this current OG team? What are you and Katie cooking? What are we expecting for 2026?
To be honest, it was like really nice to work with Casper. He had like a really different approach as before I had with Chris, and I think he had also a lot of experience. So it's really good also for me to work with him. He's really angry about the game. He really want to work and to prove he can still have the firepower for it. So I am really happy to work with him.
I mean, yeah, you guys made some really cool moves. I mean, the one that's the biggest on paper is obviously Cadian, but speak to me about Flamus. I mean, what's he providing for the team? Because I feel like a lot of us saw what happened to him on his last roster, and we thought he's got a little bit more than what he showed there on VP.
Flamus is crazy, but I love this guy. He like to... He enjoys the game, you know. Every time we play, he enjoys to play. He have like insane energy towards the team. He also like really like to work with the team. He really like to spend some time with the team. So to be honest, if we can have like Casper and Flamus together, when they scream, it's crazy. Like in the room, we are in bootcamp right now. When they scream, the two guys screaming is like full of mess.
Brilliant. Well, Lambert, what I want to get from you now is obviously there's less teams to pick from. So where are you going with this? Where does OG feel like they have the best chance to secure an important win?
We will go for foot.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Talk to me about the reason behind the FUC. Oh, this delay is going to kill us.
Yeah, I know.
I can start. So why we wanted to pick Foot? Because we play a lot of time against Foot and also like Na'Vi Academy before. So you used to play against them, and to be honest, right now they are really high in the ranking. They are like 17.
Yeah.
So it's also really important for us because we are really like in bad position in the VRS ranking. So I really think it's a good opponent for us. We wanted to pick another team, but it's fine. We will go for foot.
Who did you expect to pick? You said you wanted to pick another team. Which one would have that been if they were still available?
We wanted to pick 3D Max.
Okay. Oh, almost.
Would that have been your decision?
Maybe next game, I don't know.
Yeah. More opportunities to come for sure.
Definitely. Well, Lambert, thank you very much for joining us. Good luck with all the practice and getting the team ready for the 2026 season, man.
Thank you very much and enjoy your day. Bye-bye.
All right. I like that. That's a sensible pick coming out there, right? The 3D Max one would have been a big opportunity, but FUT, this is a team that continues to grind their way up and find success, you know, from the Na'Vi Academy days into where they're at now. Yeah,
they're a team that I feel like, to me, I mean, they put themselves on the map with the win over FaZe at the CS Asia Championships last year. I mean, they looked way more structured than FaZe throughout that game. I mean, they looked like a team where, I mean, Demon as a player was just kind of lighting it up. I mean, he's a guy that I'm surprised is even still on the roster, if I'm being real. I thought someone would get this guy on a bigger team by now, but they got to be lucky that they have him, because I feel like they can... They got some good firepower. They got some good pieces, and I think that their structure and how coordinated they are is lightly underrated. So I don't think this is going to be an easy match for OG, even though it's a team that technically by ranking was at the bottom of the list.
Yeah, for sure. Well, let's keep moving on forward and let's get ourselves looking at what 9 will be picking here. We've got Rouse joining us.
What's up,
How
guys?
are you, Rouse?
I'm feeling great. Happy New Year's and everything, right?
Yeah, man. How was your New Year's?
Thanks.
Did you get some chill time or were you grinding out like crazy?
Brother, I was in Miami playing for Philadelphia. So there was not a lot of chill time, you know. So, but yeah, we have been grinding for real. Non-stop pretty much since VRS came out, right?
Yeah, and for you guys, right, it's still this team changes, this inconsistency with the roster as well. Is that just something you're hoping for this year, that you can stabilize things and you can build some momentum off that?
We need to stabilize something, right? But we also been really unlucky with all the, like, for like months back, right? Like, and now Fousey got bought out by Astralis, right? So
yeah,
once again we have to find a new player.
I mean, what I would say that your 2025 was mostly characterized by a lot of kind of almost moments. Like, you almost made it to the Budapest major, you know, barely falling short there at that other Fragadelphia that you were playing to basically to see who qualified. I mean, how I mean, sure, that takes a little bit of a mental toll on you guys, but yeah, how do you keep and stay focused?
I'm not gonna lie, this loss was really one of the worst I've experienced my whole career against Fnatic, because it was, like you say, for the major spot, right? We were so close, but yeah, yet so far. And I don't know, man, it's been rough, but we keep our heads high, and we know we have the right puzzles also. I really enjoy playing with these guys, and we have a good staff behind us also. So I still keep believing, and I still see us like getting into the next level.
Very positive stuff. Well, let's find out which team you're going to be picking within the draft of who is left. Give it to us, Rouse.
Okay. Yeah, but we take Furia.
Whoa!
Oh my God!
Yeah.
What?
That's how it is. That's how it is.
Was it like an always decision on Furia, knowing how far you were down the draft order, or was this just a now decision?
Nah, but I mean, like, of course we had some other picks and we talked it through. But we see us having a good chance against Furia, to be honest. And if we just come out the right way, and they might feel pressured because we're underdogs and stuff like this. So yeah, this was the right pick for us.
Did you study what Blade did to them? Or are you gonna study what he did to them in that quarterfinal matchup?
I just let Barry handle that, right? No, I mean for sure,
Yeah,
like
true.
it's just about that we want to actually go out there. There's also a huge bounty in their names, right? So yeah, we believe in ourselves, and we believe actually that we can cook them. And it's online, everything can happen online.
Yeah,
true.
Very familiar for you guys as well, right? Maybe a bit less familiar for them in recent times. So I'm looking forward to it. Hey, biggest balls of the day so far, Rouse. I expect something like that from you anyway, bro. So good luck with all the practice. We'll see you in a few days.
See you guys. Pleasure.
Bye-bye.
Good luck. Thanks.
Okay, obviously, like the options and the choices that are left, right? It gets harder. He could have gone for a Paravision who is familiar kind of team who they play against within tier 2, you know, and all these other events. But no, he just said, I'm fighting it straight up. I'm going for Furia. You know what? Why not? Why the hell not? Someone's got to do it.
That's what makes the Blast Bounty format as exciting as it is, because if this were just based off of seeding, you know, he probably would have just picked would have had to just play the weakest team left. But no, for him, for a couple teams out there to go above and beyond to try to take down one of the top dogs, it's really cool to see. And I can't say I'm gonna root for 9 and Rawls because I still like this Furia roster, but I find it incredibly exciting. And even if they give us a good show, then I'm gonna be pleased with their decision.
Yeah, you know what? I like it a lot. Let's see what they can do when it comes to the actual event and if they can make it work online. But let's get into the last few of our picks going down here. And we've got NKJ joining us from ENCE. Mr. NKJ, long time no see. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you guys doing?
Very good. Thank you, man. We're rattling through these choices. I just want to ask you right now, with how things are looking on ENCE, you come into the year with 2 changes under your belt, trying to make things work in here. What is giving you confidence in the new players you have chosen to do better this year than what we saw in 2025?
I mean, just their performance throughout the last year, and also like what they have done not only last year but the years before. Fico has been on OG for 3 years, so this goes to show you if he's that long on a team, you know, then he has to offer something. And with Krasnal, even when he was standing in last year, be that for example for 9 or other teams, he was showing a really, really solid performance throughout the entire year. So I'm really, really happy with the pickups that we did actually.
I mean, yeah, I feel like they're 2 guys that we've kind of seen play a lot on, say, like the Monty roster or the OG roster, and they were really stable forces. I mean, do you think this is gonna give you guys in a year last year where there was some ups but a lot of downs? I mean, do you think this is gonna keep you guys at a higher floor?
Oh yeah, 100%. Not only that, but also the fact that we have players in their natural habitat, more or less, or like in roles that they are used to play. Right before, when we brought in Milzi and Rigon, they were not playing the comfort positions they were used to play before, but right now we actually are playing with players that are playing in the roles that they have played throughout the years, have the experience under their belt, the know-how, and that's gives me a lot of confidence actually.
Nice, solid stuff. Well, let's see where that confidence is going to put you in terms of these picks for ENCE. Not too many options left in there. Are you going for a big bounty or a smaller one in this one?
I mean, am I allowed to cuss here on show, or is it family friendly?
Bro, I don't care what you do. It's New Year. Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, talking about confidence, we are honestly some bunch of pussies, so we pick Paravision more or less, right? Not big of a bounty. Actually, a bit surprised that they're still left here. But it also gives us a decent chance because we looked at the calendar, at the schedule as well, and we saw that we would be playing them on the 16th, right? And due to the fact that SDY is celebrating Orthodox Christmas, we haven't really started that much practicing, and that gives us a little bit of repetition under our belt as well with the new guns, right? So it gives us extra time to prepare a bit. I mean, obviously, we're not going to be full ready, we're not going to be full prepared whatsoever, but at least it gives us a solid foundation, you know?
I like it. I
He's
like
got to
the
get his
reasoning
holidays
for
in.
it as well. Yeah, give him that little break time, get him ready and refreshed in with it all.
I appreciate the honesty, though, in the answer, for sure.
Yeah,
you're welcome.
Yeah, 100%.
Somebody's got to spice it up, right?
Exactly. That's what we want. That's what we want. Some more of that. The honesty, the truth coming out. NKJ, thank you very much for joining us. We'll let you go, man, and we'll see you on the tournament later on.
Thank you for having me, guys. Have a wonderful night. Take care. Bye-bye.
You too, man. Bye. Okay, this one, he just went for it, right? I was hoping, by the way, we were going to get some VP Paravision matchup, but ENCE ruined that for me, so that's not going to be the case. But it will be Paravision having to put Zwei up to the test in this one. And, you know, you love Zwei, Maui. You know, you're the biggest Zwei fan there's ever been.
Some may say that if they have a poor grasp of English, I suppose. This is going to be it's cool to see the team, someone finally pick Paravision, because it's a team that I feel like showed a lot at the most recent major. I would consider the Zwei move to be an upgrade, even though I don't even think that they were really missing anything. But when a guy like Zwei hits the market, when he's just naturally going to fit into a lot of the positions there on Paravision, this is just overall a team that has likely found an upgrade and is going to even reach higher highs. So it's going to be a difficult game for ENCE, but I do love that NKJ was just simply honest that he's calling it what it is, that it wasn't the boldest choice to go for that roster, but it's one where they do legitimately have a chance. It's one that Fiku and Krasnal, the new additions to the team, are going to have some familiarity playing against.
All right, well, let's keep things moving forward swiftly. And the next to make their pick is going to be Virtus Pro.
Hey, guys.
And we've got Virtus Pro's manager joining us. Hello, my friend. How are you doing? And Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year to you guys. We're doing great, boot camping right now, preparing for the blast. So I hope everything goes fine.
How long have you guys been on boot camp already? How have you started your season?
We started 2 days ago and just practicing, preparing for the matchups we're going to have on the blast bound.
Nice.
How do you feel like, one question really quick, I guess, is just that, how has Perfecto been as a captain? Is he taking up that role nicely?
I mean, if you ask in my own opinion, I would say, yes, he fits this role perfectly. I mean, according to what I see, like a manager from behind the backs when they play Prax, he's doing great.
Awesome. All right, well, let's get into your pick. Let's find out where Virtus Pro is going to go with this one. There's not too many teams for you to choose from here, but they do all have a good sizable bounty. You probably expected this. So what did maybe the coach and Perfecto tell you guys of where you want to go with this one?
We'll go for the Vitality.
Oh, okay. Do you have
the choice,
some information?
Yes, the choice is pretty simple. We have only super strong teams left, and we played against Vitality in Chengdu. It was really hard matchup. It was interesting. Guys loved it, and we just wanna to repeat it.
Wow, I mean,
maybe the other is out. I mean, we are always looking for the wins, but yeah, that's why we pick them.
Okay, I mean, there are teams I would consider easier, but I love it. I love it. You want the rematch, and I mean, last time around, you guys were able to take a map off of them, so not something that seems impossible, I would suppose.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, perfect, man. Well, thank you very much for that. A very interesting pick. We look forward to seeing what the team can do when they get up into the server with them.
Thank you, guys.
Bye, man. All right. Well, you know, I was kind of hoping Perfecto would be like, I'm going to go up against Na'Vi, you know, like that would be his.
Yeah, I thought so too. I really thought it was going to be Na'Vi.
Yeah, you know, he's like, I'm going against my old team. But this VP, they're going to swing against Vitality. They have slight experience playing against them. But I guess if there's anywhere Vitality could miss, it would be a bounty.
I mean, that's kind of what gave them the fuel to go on the streak to make an era. So I mean, in some ways, the bounty is where it all started. Okay, that's that's how I'm trying to cope right now. No, I mean, this in terms of as a matchup, it's one where VP were able to win a map last time. They were up 11-8 on map 2. They had a real shot to win the series against Vitality. So maybe the retooled VP here, that they're gonna see something that last time they didn't, and I feel like they're definitely gonna learn from that loss. But I also think that Vitality is just, man, they're just such a rock solid team, but I don't think they're gonna let a single elimination tournament go easy. Yo. Yeah, I mean, I feel like for what we've got left on the cards here, I mean, we've got a Monty roster, we've got a Sinners team and an Ecstatic team. There's not many choices, so I'm curious now to see. I feel like the next pick's got to be Na'Vi, but we'll let the teams decide as we get some technical issues sorted out here. Okay, well, it looks like I'm gonna be going. full host mode here, which is great because, you know, that's seemingly a trend that a lot of TOs are doing. They're making the analysts into the hosts, and I'm willing to take up the mantle. Pimp did such a great job at the Chengdu Grand Finals last time hosting that. So but I don't think that it's always going to be like that moving forward. Oh no, we'll see though. Okay, so are we going to be getting into the next team, or are we waiting for James? Okay, well, looks like we've got a great content piece. You know, Blast has got it.
In the process, Apex gets the better of his teammate. Now, he's got the utility to keep Donk out of this.
He knows he's going to swing.
Okay! He knows. Apex, baby!
Oh, it's Apex! Who is it? Charge your mouse, charge your mouse!
Look, it's plugged in. Yeah, it's plugged in. There we go.
Char, even though you win, we love you. Merci, madame.
I'm gonna make sure that I always put 100% effort into it.
Don't know if that's coming through.
Then you lose this timing that you get with the element of surprise. It's like worth it to almost lose a player
He
there.
owns you, baby! He owns you! You wish you would be him! Kill me! Even in the fucking train on pop, you shot me!
Maui, you seemed a little bit panicked there, mate. You know, you weren't ready for this.
You know what? I'm always ready, James. If I have to be a host, I've seen Pimp do it enough times that I know even the best analysts can do it. So, but maybe one day you'll be an analyst. You know, maybe one day.
Hopefully not. Never want to put that in my remit. I just about like hosting. I just want to stick to interviews on stage. That'll be it. That makes me very happy across the board. None of the rest of it, mate. None of it at all. But yeah, audio came back. Everything's all good. This is what happens when you're from home.
Great.
It's funny, right? This stuff never goes wrong on stream, always when it's a professional broadcast. So I'm just going to blame, maybe it's the broadcast, not the streams. We don't have these issues normally. Right, Matt?
No. I mean, we got through the rehearsals just fine. What happened, you know?
Yeah.
It's
See?
live. It's when it's live, you know?
Do it live and everything goes wrong. Well, let's bring who I did try to introduce. I did try to introduce him in. It was Monty's Gizmy. He's been waiting for us here. Hello, mate. How you doing?
Hello, guys. I'm doing good. How have you guys been?
Good. Other than my little tech issue just then. Sorry to keep you waiting. You know, we can blame Banks for all of that. That's no problem.
It's fine, man. I'm used to it. You know, I've been playing CCTs online. You know, lots of tech issues there versus certain teams. You know, doing some business. You know how it is.
Yeah. questionable stuff online, right?
Yeah.
Well, hopefully you'll be able to do well here, and then you won't have to play any more of that trash, and you can focus on the big events, mate. That'll be positive for you.
Yeah, for sure. A bit of a shame this wasn't on LAN, but all good.
Hey, you can get there, mate. You can get there. So let's just look at this. LAN time is what you want to aim for, but you've got to get through the online portion where you do have the experience. These teams remaining, this doesn't look easy. So where are you going with it?
Yeah, we're gonna pick Na'Vi.
Yeah, lovely. Makes sense. Out of them, was it just because they were lesser down on the rankings, less scary than the other two, or what was your thought process?
Well, we didn't expect them to be there. We were expecting like the top 4 to be Vitality, Spirit, Falcons, Furia. And you know, we had to make our picks for that. But I think, you know, the other teams are like, obviously it's just the players really, and like Falcons has got Monity, Kyosuke, Spirit's got Donk, and they've got a new roster, so there might be some honeymoon stuff, or they're running new strats. Don't really know for sure. So yeah, pretty easy pick for us then. And then also one of the main focuses for us, because we've also had a roster change, is the predicted map pool, basically, like the veto we're expecting. And to be fair, for a lot of the top teams, it was good. Like we could predict the veto well, but because you know we're playing with a sub and we're trialing and stuff like this, our map pool is limited, so we had to also pick with this in mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, one kind of question about your journey with Monty, because you've been on their academy team and their main team for the last few years. I mean, I feel like it's not an org we necessarily equate with like longevity, but I mean, you've been there for quite some time. So what is it like working with Monty just as an org?
Yeah, it's good. It's a very like we're very close with the org owners and stuff. You know, they've come to LANs with us. You know, I've been driven to a LAN event in my CEO's Porsche. You know, it's class. And they're sound guys. And then obviously Monty as well. It's great because they've got a bunch of really positive Ukrainian fans who like show so much support as well. So it's been a fun like 2.5 years maybe, nearing that, with the academy and the main team. Yeah.
Nice, perfect. Well, thank you very much for taking your time and giving us your pick, Gizmy. Good luck for you and Monty, man.
Thank you very much. Have a good day, lads.
Cheers, mate. Bye.
Thanks. Good luck.
All right, so Na'Vi made sense out of what was remaining there, and he himself said he didn't expect them to still be there, you know?
No, yeah, I mean, I feel like it's a team that the thing is that they showed so much strength at the major that people are probably a little bit wary of the form that people like Wonderful have been showing lately. So this is kind of a trap game though for me, for Na'Vi, just because you are riding the high of Budapest. So it's a Monty team that has made some more recent changes themselves, and I feel like Blade's never going to go into a game lightly, but sometimes players can get a little too complacent.
Yeah. And that's what they need to be very careful of there. Well, not too many choices left now, right? This is going to be the deciding factor of how all the games run out. We've got Sinners, Beastick with us here. How are you doing, sir? Happy New Year.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. It could be better, but yeah, I made it here, so I'm happy.
And let's look at this right now for Sinners. A lot of change within the team, a lot of trying to adjust things across 2025, and then you bring Modo in now to round out the team for this year ahead. How is it going with him so far? How much practice time have you had?
So far, so good. I feel like we have been playing, I would say, a lot last couple of days, and I feel like Modo is a really good fit for us. He brings some new stuff and a lot of experience, I would say. So that's a good addition for us.
I hear we're almost privileged to have you on this draft show, that it was some kind of circumstance came up that made it hard for you to get here. Do you mind telling us what that was?
Yeah, unfortunately I was on my drive back home and I hit the deer, and you know, unlucky things happened. I almost didn't make it, but I did.
Bloody hell. Are you okay? Is the deer okay, or like?
I don't know. She ran away. I'm fine. Kari's fine. So I hope everything is fine, and she's fine as well.
Okay, well.
Okay. All right.
From,
glad to have you.
From managing to make it just about to now trying to manage your pick within this, you've got 2 options left ahead of you, Spirit and Falcons. Which one are you going for and why, Beastic?
We will go for Spirit. Obviously, they have a new roster. Of course, they have Dong, but on the other side, Falcons have Kyosuke, Monesi, and Nico. So you cannot choose that much. But for us, Spirit makes sense. Also, veto-wise, I feel like we would have better veto against Spirit than against Falcons. So Falcons it is. I mean, Spirit is. Sorry, Spirit.
Changed last minute.
No, you locked it in. Sorry, you're playing Falcons. No, just kidding. Of course, no. Okay. No, I mean, yeah. I think one is less than 3, but Donk is sometimes worth as much as 3 players. So either way, it was a tough choice for you guys.
Yeah, I completely agree. We couldn't choose much, but I wanted to play Vitality. Unfortunately, someone picked it before us.
Oh.
Okay. I like it. Let's see what you were expecting there. Well, Beastic, thank you so much for joining us. Stay safe. Be careful. We need you to be playing a lot of games and leading the team. So just make sure everything's good for you across 2026, man.
Thank you, guys. Have a nice day. Bye.
That was not a story I expected at all there, Maui. That was a wild one, but at least everyone is safe. The deer walked off afterwards as well. Survival is key.
I'm glad everybody's all right, including the deer. As a bit of an animal activist myself, that's a joke. I'm not at all. But no, either way, I'm just glad he's fine. You know, yeah. I like the logic behind it. I mean, I'm maybe lightly surprised that Spirit was picked as late as they were. I felt like people would have left Vitality for the very end of it.
Yeah.
But I think the allure of playing a major champion was too much, even including for Beastic, who would have probably picked him himself.
See, yeah, people just want to swing for the fences and go for it. But we still got to speak to our last team in here. We've got Ecstatics TMB joining us. Mr. TMB, Happy New Year. How are you, sir?
Yeah, I'm really good, and Happy New Year to you too.
I just got to ask this. You obviously now have to play Falcons. It's just given to you. But did you expect it to be a different team? Like, when you started this day off?
Yeah, for sure. Of course, we expected Vitality, but luckily a lot of other teams had main character energy, so that's fine for us.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. I mean, what do you think though about getting this matchup? I mean, do you think there's anything in Falcons? Because obviously they're not winning all the tournaments with this roster. I mean, they're second place, deep finishes, but do you think that there's anything that they're really missing? Because I feel like every time Falcons lose, there's a new screenshot on Twitter of the map or the radar. But when you're in your perspective, what do you think Falcons is maybe doing wrong?
It's hard to say, of course, when you're not a part of the team. But of course, they have a lot of good individuals. But I think it's mostly comes down to team play and maybe their team chemistry and making people actually having a fun in the daily day and actually really likes it there. But I don't know, of course. But yeah. It's hard to say what doesn't make them win all the tournaments when they have most of the better players.
One more thing, I guess, for you guys with Buzz and Nikodas. I mean, you guys are injecting some names that we've seen a little bit more in Tier 1 here. Do you think that the new outlook for Ecstatic are you guys gonna be punching a little bit higher this year?
Hopefully. Of course, we are really sad that we lost Zira to 100 Thieves because he was like kind of one of our star players, and me and him had a really close bond. But yeah, also getting in Nikodas and Buzz has really given a lot of new energy to the team, and hopefully we can make a big upset here.
And I also want to ask one final thing for you guys is you have your 5 players, your team you're rocking with, but you don't have a coach from what I can see listed here. Like, who is helping you out? Who is making stuff happen outside of that or aiding you in this journey? Because you can't do it all alone, surely.
Yeah, so mostly all the Counter-Strike things is all of our 5 players is like the guys who has a responsibility for that. We are really good at like helping each other, so it's not only me sitting down and doing anti-strat when we have a game and so on. And out of the server we have like Siebel and Snippen, who is always traveling to lane events with us, so they're making sure we are taking good care of when we are out of town.
Nice. Okay, well, that's positive as well then. Well, TMB, thank you very much for joining us for the draft show. Good luck in your match against Falcons. I know you're just waiting to see this go down, so best of luck with all the practice and preparations, dude.
Thanks a lot. Have a good night.
You too. Goodbye. All right. And there we have it, Maui. The end of the live draft show, the first one for 2026. And it'll be Falcons now needing to take on Ecstatic. Was out of Ecstatic's hands in there, but it's a telling sign, you know, when it's only Falcons that gets left into the end. You know, they didn't make any changes, you know, they stuck with this core team. It gets quite interesting in that sense.
I feel like it's a bit surprising. Like, people or teams here are valuing individuals over the teamwork of some of the higher ranked rosters. I mean, because, for example, I mean, Fury and Vitality were picked relatively early compared to Falcons, and all Falcons have really shown for the last year is, yeah, some incremental progress and maybe getting a little better in some ways, but it's just the players. And by the way, did you notice practically everybody's saying Kyosuke first? Like, they're saying Kyosuke's name before they're saying Nico's. So I feel like there's been a little bit of a change in the tides in terms of the perception of what really is driving this Falcons lineup, and that everybody, all these teams that are in the Bounty Hunters lineups are just, they're worried about Kyosuke.
Yeah. Out of all the matches that we have listed here, which one is your favorite on paper? The one that maybe could be the biggest upset or the biggest surprise?
I'm having a bit of a difficult time with this one, because I feel like some of these teams, there's a few teams that I think made some pretty valid choices here. So I feel like, whereas last time, if people remember, the Bounty in the first round had 0 upsets, which was just crazy. Like, that just doesn't even compute with me. I feel like this time around, we're probably going to have maybe even 6, maybe even more than that. So I think that there's total possibility that, say, Fnatic take down Astralis. I think if you want my biggest upset victory, that one might be it, because I feel like Modern is a great addition for them. Astralis are undergoing a lot of different changes here, and I think that Inner Circle might even have a chance to take down 3D Max too.
Yeah, for me personally, looking at this NIP Liquid one, I think this is one where, like, it doesn't even seem like Liquid's the favorite despite having the bounty on them. But it does make things exciting. Like, how can Liquid come out? Because the expectations are, I guess, a lot lower on Liquid for this season, considering what they've been able to show.
It's a good pick too. One that I wish I made, James. So once again, showing your analyst chops, analyzing a matchup, realizing who maybe actually should be the favorite, and giving a hotter take than I even had. What the heck, man? Like, I'm supposed to be the one throwing out those.
I'm just learning from the best, Maui. Learning from you the whole step of the way with it all. I'll let you do some interviews when we get into Malta as well. But we are done.
Thank you.
Maui, any closing or final thoughts on this before, in a few days, we head to Malta to start off the Counter-Strike season?
Yeah, one final thought. Kyosuke was robbed on the HLTV Top 20. But this year, he'll have the sample size to make it on the list. And I'm looking forward to all the Counter-Strike, of course.
Oh yes, plenty more Counter-Strike coming everyone's way. Thank you very much for watching the live draft show for the Blast Bounty. All things kick off on the 13th of January, just a few days time. You won't want to miss all the actions, plenty of games. Maui's already called that there could be 6 upsets potentially, maybe more, but there definitely won't be 0. I can't promise that, but I'm going to put my name on it. So let's see what happens. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in a few days.
Welcome to the Bounty, a new, bold Counter-Strike format where every round raises the stakes. Here's how it works. The prize pool isn't just split at the end, it's distributed as bounties. Each team starts with a bounty based on their seed. Lower seeds begin with 0, but can still strike it big by hunting bounties from higher ranked teams. Win a match, and you secure 50% of your opponent's bounty as a guaranteed payout. The other 50%, it carries forward, growing the stakes for the next round. After each round, the lower seeded teams pick their opponents from the higher seeded pool. This happens during the live draft shows, taking place before the tournament first begins and after each round of play. Bounty hunters can choose from the most wanted teams, deciding if they want to choose their opponent based on strategy, past history, or simply going for the biggest prize available. This is Counter-Strike like never before. Are you ready to go bounty hunting?